It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back, looking for help. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Cardinals offense will go on the attack first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So SMU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better with the football.
Great place to start for this offense. Running to Green. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nice move to keep running. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Lowers those pads. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Trying to set up the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Mustangs have pushed it inside the 20. Pulls and throws out the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Going to look downfield again. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Good, right down the boulevard. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The play-action fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's fourth. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Fears the pressure, and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Handoff from the shotgun. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Already showing signs of a slugfest as they try to build on this. Ball is out behind the line. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. Punt is on its way. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Lining up to convert 3rd down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Gives it on the option. Quick spin on the run. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Spins away from the defender. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Power football with the run. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give from the gun. Runs through a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. From that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. It's complete. Bounced off his feet. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Give to the running back. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've stalled out a bit in the red zone, just a couple of field goals on 3 previous trips, now to get it in on second. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Holding.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick strike complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The Mustangs will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now on the counter. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Finds a little space. There he goes. Inside the 40. At the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the read play, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field, chewing up yards. Nice big play by that young man.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Spins away, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. 13, 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ford. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horn.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown quarter. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And the Cardinals will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, but if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Flips it out in the flat. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Solid punt headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The give on the inside. He's up to 73 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off-play action on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. The give to the single back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Yeah, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The RPO, it's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down play from the gun. Keeps the play going. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's loose. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, down a throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a spot in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
13, Louisville, 9.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Cardinals didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Under fire. Touchdown, Louisville! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Number 10.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets it away from his own end zone. Corrals it at the 45. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it much. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And the Cardinals come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got his man downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get... Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Carter. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. But will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bring in the heat. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll run it on the counter. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes his man miss. He smashes his way through again. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Finding open areas. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Receiver Gordon for the edge on the jet sweep. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down for the tackle. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. And the Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo, and they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. So now it's second and long.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
On the play.
Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.